Some people commenting here should be ashamed of themselves for spewing insults and death threats at anyone opposing the moronic views. Don't project, that's dishonest. Little girls cussing? So what? Children do cuss every day. This is 2016, not the Middle Ages. It's called a cultural norm. Different cultures have different norms. In Japan, it is normal for children to swear. In the United States, it is not. There is nothing wrong with either culture in this regard. Cussing is not pretty, but rape and violence is a million times worse. No one is saying otherwise. These little girls are proving a very valid point, and the misogynistic anti-feminist commentators who most certainly condone violence and rape are the sore losers here. I love how people like you conflate feminism with women. Just because you're an anti-feminist does not mean that you hate women. On the contrary, it may be positive towards women. After all, if you're an anti-feminist, you tend to refuse to treat women like weak, unaccountable children. Just saying. Where's the mom? Behind the camera. Where's the dad? Probably left. That seems pretty accurate. I know I would've. Me too. You are a really stupid person. You're so mature. You are a really huge cunt. That's an understatement. You're blocked. Oh no, whatever shall I do? Grow up. On another note, that's the fastest I've seen anyone ever block somebody online. This must be a new record. Life is too short for morons like you. What did I say about projecting? I am blocked. What does this mean? Good question. I'm not sure myself. Is it supposed to mean anything? I ask because I don't feel offended in any way, and neither does the original poster. Ah well. We should not need a penis to be valued. What are you talking about? You are a woman! You have value just by existing! Well, until menopause hits you, but before that you have so much more value than the man does. Men, on the other hand, have no such luxury. They have to work themselves to death in order for society to see them as useful. As such, men are not human beings, they are human doings. They shouldn't have to sacrifice themselves to be valued, but the harsh truth is that they must. In this regard, women really don't have anything to complain about. I personally don't like one-upping other people's suffering, but I'm getting really tired of women like you going around saying that women have it worse than men. No, they do not. You shut up, dunderhead. First world country has problems, and misogyny, domestic violence, and rape are some of those. So you say. Women are oppressed in this so-called first world country. Of course, you are a man. Probably conservative and misogynistic, so women have zero value in your limited world. So few words, yet so much prejudice. You know, I find it funny. These so-called progressive liberals, I don't mean to use that term as a derogatory one, by the way, constantly espouse ideals such as tolerance and diversity, yet they attack anyone that doesn't share their narrow-minded viewpoints. Total hypocrisy. If you really believe this, then you are seriously delusional. Projection, thy name is Carolyn Locke. My daughter is a rape victim, and I endured a bad marriage, so I certainly know what I am talking about. Really? That's your proof for national oppression of women? Seriously? Wow. Sir, you are a rude bully. The total lack of self-awareness here baffles me. Women here in the West are being oppressed. Wake up, sheeple. You know, I have an idea. Let's turn this into a drinking game. I want you all to count how many times this Carolyn Locke person projects her own shortcomings onto people. Tell me in the comment section how many times she does it in this episode. What fucking job pays women less? I really want to fucking know. Me too. We will never know. Exactly. It's just an excuse for liberals to start shit. Sadly, in the case of feminists, yes. Probably yours, you fool. Typical moronic conservative comments. You know, I'm really feeling the love in these comments. Typical retarded answer. Can you answer? What employer that is not in jail actually can? Good question. Can you conservatives comment without insulting people? Obviously not. There's another drink for you guys. In all seriousness, Caroline, here's a lesson for you. If you're going to be unfriendly towards someone, expect unfriendly behavior in return. Can you answer the question? What employer would not be in jail for doing that? Seriously, please answer the damn question. You're expecting too much. These people dodge questions left and right, and it's really annoying. Indeed, there are far more offensive things than an F-bomb, like rape, incest, and misogyny. You don't say! Conservatives hate the liberal fights against the war on women. You do know that there are conservative women and liberal men out there, right? Why do you assume that all conservatives are men and all liberals are women? And being conservative or liberal is not necessarily a good or bad thing. Some things in society should change while others shouldn't. Stop making it black and white! The last 3 screenshots of this episode are a conversation thread, so I won't be saying much here. I will give a trigger warning though. The wage gap isn't real. Wake up, sleepyhead, the wage gap is a reality. My face one has been debunked multiple times. Yeah, debunked by conservative media. You say conservative, I say scientific. The wage gap is not reality, and women also rape men. The wage gap is real, and it is huge, and women do not rape men. You know, I'll never understand the logic of this argument. I never will. The research on the wage gap uses every single woman's salary and every single man's salary comparing the two, and men tend to have jobs that pay more. Wrong. Women doing the same jobs as men get less pay. You do know that just saying that a claim is wrong doesn't invalidate it, right? You are a whole new type of stupid. The wage gap has been debunked multiple times, and women can rape men. How, you ask? They force them to have intercourse with them by tying them down and forcing them to have intercourse with them. So get your dumbass feminazi ways away from me before I roast you with more logic. Logic is anathema to people like this. Sir, you are a total ignorant dunderhead. The word feminazi was created by hateful, conservative, misogynistic morons like yourself. The wage gap between men and women is a reality. I have been a victim of it. And how can women rape men? It is impossible. Get a life. Okay, I know that this is hard for you to understand, but women are not always victims. They can be perpetrators too. Also, men can be victims. But in your fantasy world, that isn't the case, right? Or perhaps your argument is that rape has always been a male crime. If that's the case, then you are seriously wrong. And delusional. Either way, your thinking is clearly off. I meant the word, not the word. Sorry, typo. Ma'am, you are literally too stupid to argue with. What about children being forced to have intercourse from a woman? That is rape from a female. Not only that, but feminazi is used to describe someone, not always female, who takes things too far for right of women, even though women have the same rights as men. First of all, I am blocking you. You are the one who is too stupid, too ignorant, and too rude to argue with. There is no such thing as a feminazi. And furthermore, women do not rape. Alright, I'm getting tired of this. Stop being a twat. You've been acting incredibly rude to everyone here while refusing to debate in a rational manner, and it's annoying. Stop it. Okay, just ignoring it, I guess? You've guessed correctly. Also, blocking people isn't going to solve your problems. If you can't take criticism, don't even bother commenting against someone. Preach. I hope you realize how dumb you sound. Me too. However, unless this person gains more self-awareness and civility, I'm not going to hold my breath anytime soon. Anyway, that's the end of the thread. This episode is the reason why I limit the amount of arguments I have online. People are simply not obligated to be kind and friendly online, and I used to be one of them. Fortunately, not everyone is like this, and I hope that more internet users start holding themselves more accountable for their actions. As for Carolyn Locke, grow up, get a life, and stop being a bitch. Okay, see ya.